save your life. And every night I will be with you. 'Cause every night I still lay you in that dream of the next solution. 'Cause every night I will make it right. And every night I will come to you. But every night it just stays the same in my dream of the next solution.
Yo everyone, the Starlight Let's Players here, and welcome to part 2 of Skullgirls' second Encore. Now in the last part we played as Philia and was able to complete a story mode, so now this time we're going to be playing as Cerebella for this part.
Cerebella! Ladies and gentlemen! The moment you've all been waiting for! Our star attraction, the ultimate combination of power and beauty! And master of the living weapon. Vice versa, the star with the from the big top, Cerebella.
Woohoo! We love you, Cerebella. Look this way, Cerebella, and take a bow. Yes! I can't wait for the encore! Woohoo! Great job out there, Cerebella. The tightrope, though? I think we'd sell a lot more balcony tickets if you kept your act in the center ring.
Thanks, Fang. But think about it. If I were down below, no one would ever look up to see you. Now where is he? There he is.
Cerebella.
Did you see me, Vitaly? When Fang told me you were coming, I practiced all weekend. I even added the elephants. And they didn't poop on her this time.
Did you really need to bring that up, Cerebella?
Yes, it was fine. That hat of yours can put on quite a show. Now to business. Can I speak to you in private? I have a job that requires your special talents.
Oh, sure. Is that why you came?
I need you to deal with someone for me, Cerebella.
What do you mean? Do you want me to catch him?
Think of it as bringing them to justice, my dear. A crime against the family cannot go unpunished. The perpetrator is Nadia Fortune, the infamous cat burglar, and a feral. She has stolen something from us, a jewel called the Life Gem. Its value cannot be understated.
A thief? No one messes with the Medicis!
We thought she had been taken care of, yet somehow she remains a thorn in our side. You are to pursue her and reclaim the Life Gem from her at any cost. Am I understood?
Any cost. Got it. Consider it done, Vitaly.
There's a good girl. Some of Dahlia's men claim to have seen her in that horrid fish town, Little Innsmouth. I recommend you start your search there.
Alright, so yeah, this is Cerebella. She's an 18-year-old girl who was an orphan at a young age, but was actually adopted into the Medicis. So technically she and Philia are actually cousins, because she's actually the adoptive daughter of the guy that you've seen earlier, who is named Vitaly. He's actually the main cause behind the death of Filia's parents, which is Amelia Medici and Marcus Medici. So, yeah, and the crazy thing is, these two characters, they've never had an interaction before. Yes, they may have fought each other in certain matches, but like, they've never had an actual conversation or an actual interaction in a cutscene, not once. And it kind of raised a bit of an eyebrow to me, but yeah, this is Cerebella. She has her main weapon, which is vice versa, which lets her, which is basically a hat that can also transform into 2 giant arms. So yeah, that's pretty useful.
That meal was the cat's pajamas. I'll literally burst if I'm not careful. See you next week, Myunyan.
Aha! At last I found you, naughty of fortune. Return the life gem, or things are gonna get rough.
What's this now? Circus getup, attitude to spare, and Luca dress. Let me guess, you're one of Vitaly's goons.
That's right, you mangy thief. Now, return the life gem.
Quit clowning around. You didn't actually think it'd be that easy, did ya? I'm afraid I can't give you the gem, but I can give you a whopping instead.
So yeah, Cerebella's mission, if you haven't heard, but her main mission is to obtain the life gem. I don't know what secrets the life gem has, but like, yeah, her mission is to obtain the life gem. And apparently this character known as Misfortune, she actually has it and it's part of her body. I'll explain more on that once we get to her story, but yeah. And by the way, Cerebella is actually voiced by Christina V, and Christina V is actually a well-known voice actress. You may know her as the voice of Nepgear, well not Nepgear, but Compa from the Neptunia series, as well as the main voice of Shantae from the Shantae series. So yeah, she's a very well-known voice actress in the industry, to say the least.
Hats off to me!
You and that hat make a good team. I'll give him one thing, Vitaly sure knows how to pick his runner. Look, you seem nice. Naive, but nice. I'll give it to you straight. I wasn't lying when I said I can't return the life.
Do you seriously expect me to take the word of a thief?
Why do you think my body is this way? It's because I swallowed that weird gem Fishbone Gang stole from Lorenzo. That's when that Dahlia broad and her goons caught us. Next thing I know, I wake up on the ocean floor, chopped up and in a pile with the rest of my gang. Only I'm still alive. Anyway, I'm off to steal me a skull heart. Say hi to your boss for me, and tell him Val'll be paying a visit real soon. Ciao!
Wait! Damn, she got away. So she doesn't have the gem. But I can't let Vitaly down. It looks like she's headed towards the Grand Cathedral. I'll capture her and take her back to Vitaly. He'll think of something.
Alright, so yeah. So by the way, Cerebella's real name is actually Cassandra Veranos, and she's actually a survivor of No Man's Land who was actually adopted by Vitaly, who was part of the Medici, and now she's a member of the Circus Cartes, and yeah, she's good friends with she's good friends with Fang, the girl you probably already seen earlier. She's voiced by Kira Buckland, by the way. But yeah, I still can't get over the fact that she and Filia never met each other, despite them being adoptive cousins. Like, I can imagine Filia's reaction if she found out that Cerebella's adoptive father was the one who actually killed her parents. That'd be real crazy.
Despite being mutilated so, Nephiral's body still lives. Simply amazing. I must perform more tests.
Hands off that cat! The Medicis have a score to settle with her.
Did you hear that, Kitty? The Medici's lapdog has come to save you. Sorry, but there's no way I'm giving away my new toy. We have lots of playtime ahead in the lab. Double, we have work to do.
Okay, so for this fight, this is actually split up into 2 fights. Usually, you have to face off against both Valentine as well as Double. But instead, it's separated into 2 different fights for Cerebella's boss fight, for Cerebella's story. So you have to face off against not only her duplicate, but as well as Valentine in the first match. But you also have to face off against Double in the second match. So it's pretty much split into 2 different matches, which I'm heavily thankful for. And by the way, Cerebella's combos and attacks are actually unique. I didn't mention this before, but unlike all the other fighting games, like, you know, Street Fighter, Tekken, and all that, you know, work on 4 button layouts, Skullgirls actually works on a 6 button layout, which is kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's a lot easier to actually pick up and actually learn because it doesn't really feel too complex, unlike Street Fighter and Tekken. And yes, I would put Mortal Kombat in that regard, but it actually has moves where you can actually execute them really well, and it's a lot easier to make more combos. Skullgirls is no exception to that. You can contain a lot of combos together, and it's pretty easy to do so. They even have blockbuster moves, and each blockbuster move is based off basically has a different level to it. So yeah, I'd take a huge advantage for that if I were you. But yeah, I do like Cerebella's design. I do think that she's a very competent fighter, especially considering that she has a weapon vice versa. And yes, that is the actual name of her weapon. But but yeah, I'm just glad this was separated into 2 different fights, because facing off against both of them at once can be a bit of annoying. You probably already saw you already saw firsthand during part 1 when I was playing as Philia, but this one is a bit easier, so thank God. But yeah, Cerebella is a flashy and spirited type of girl who aims to please and constantly strives to be the center of attention. And she's mostly playful around her friend Fang, often making fun of her at times. But yeah, did I mention that she's also a fan of one of the characters who's actually in this game, known as Beowulf. So yeah, she's got a lot going for her, and she doesn't really have much of a dark past or anything. If anything, I say she has it a bit easy, but yeah.
That'll show you. Nobody gets between me and my job. Damn it. That thief snuck off while we were fighting.
Your quarry has entered the catacombs. To complete her vengeance against the Medicis, she will confront the Skullgirl and claim the Skull Heart for herself. The Skull Heart can give you anything you desire, even the love of another. Hurry, and you can take her place.
I know you're down here, naughty of fortune. You can't run any longer.
The Pharaoh you seek is not here.
So you're the Skullgirl. You've hurt a lot of my friends, you know.
Strange. You are pure. At least compared to the company that keeps you. But your masters, the Medicis, must never be allowed to claim the Skull Heart. To eradicate them, I must eliminate you. I am sorry. Die.
Okay, so it is worth noting that Marie does have a huge vendetta against the Medicis. Thing is, even though Philia does have Medici blood in her, I don't understand why take it out on her, considering that she has nothing to do with what her own family has done. And also, Cerebella, even though she's an adoptive Medici, like, why? I'm not really understanding this much, but like, you know, I kind of find it a bit odd that like she's not really aware of all the harm that the Medicis has been doing. You know, I will say that a lot of these affiliations definitely not only has their own motives, but they've also done some wrongdoings, and so it can be a bit complicated at times, especially considering that some of these characters, while actually good guys, but are also part of like certain evil organizations. Like we'll see later on with a character named Peacock. Well, not Peacock, but like a character named Parasol. But yeah, I don't know. I just find it a bit odd.
So, this is it. The Skull Heart. The source of the Skullgirls' power. Forget the wish. I need to find that thief and bring her back to Vitaly.
Thanks for dealing with Marie for me, circus girl. Let me go! I've got to avenge my friends! No, my family! With one wish, I can end the Medici Mafia!
I can't let you make that wish. That's my family you're talking about now.
With or without my wish, I'll destroy them! As long as the Life Gem's power flows through my veins, no one can stop me from avenging the Fishbone Gang!
Flows through your veins, huh?
Well done. You've exceeded my greatest expectations. That mangy cat burglar won't be bothering us anymore. The Skullgirl has been defeated, and the Life Gem is back in Medici hands. Our empire will be truly everlasting. Soon, even the royal Renoir family will be no match for the Medicis. And it's all thanks to you, Cerebella.
Yeah, I'll never understand that bit of I'll never understand that final image there. Like, yeah, I can understand that Cerebella is the adoptive daughter of Vitaly, but come on. She is sitting on his lap while wearing a bunny outfit with a weapon vice versa dressed as a bunny. I find it a bit odd, considering that they're like adoptive father and daughter, but you know, that's video game logic in its finest. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Cerebella's story. Yeah, basically she pretty much just destroyed the Skull Heart, not really caring much about it. All she cared about was getting the Life Gem, which she was able to get in the end, just from I believe taking Miss Fortune's heart. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Stick around for part 3. I might do Squiggly or Parasol's story next, but until then, this is the Starlight Let's Player signing out. As always, Goki Genyo, and have a startastic day, everyone.